So we're talking about the mind-body connection today. And the starting point I want to use is suggestibility tests. Now we all study those when we're training, and some of us are a bit uncomfortable with them because they smack of stage hypnosis. But in actual fact, some of the simpler ones, the less dramatic ones, can be quite useful to illustrate the mind-body connection as well as suggestibility. I'll just take a simple example, the lemon test, where you get someone to visualise a lemon, you get them to sense the texture of it, colour, maybe the smell, bring it up to their nose to smell it, cutting through the lemon, and then bringing it up to their mouth and running the tongue over the juice. And for many people, their mouth will start to water. In fact, for me, it's actually watering as I described that. So just that visual image in the mind is creating a physical response. So yes, it's the power of suggestion, but it's also mind-body interaction. On a more obvious note, let's look at the magnetic fingers suggestibility test. Louise, if you just put your fingers up like that, that's right. I'd just like you to imagine that I'm winding some string around your fingers and I'm making it go tighter and tighter, and it's pulling those fingers together and up, that's it. Okay. Now, any person you demonstrate that with, this happens. The fingers just end up coming together like that. So the belief you had in your mind made something physical actually happen. So this can be useful to show a client how managing their thoughts will affect their physical response. Another way of looking at this is the placebo effect. Now, almost any client will have heard of the placebo effect. Some of you may remember that this was first really documented by a French pharmacist, Emile Coué, who had one of those heart-sink clients coming in, who was always coming in, he was running out of ideas, and he plucked off the shelf a sugar solution, and he said to him, "This is a miracle cure from Paris, and take this away, this will make you better." Chap came back a week later and said he was cured. And this made Coué sit back and think, well, okay, this is interesting, there was nothing in it. His mind affected his physical symptoms. So we've got this mind-body reaction that we can see with the suggestibility tests. We've got the evidence from the placebo effect. And we've also got the stress response, and this is the most, I suppose, active mind-body interaction we've got. The interesting thing is we started a stress response to deal with real danger. Now, in modern times, it's about perceived danger. So our client will perceive a threat. It could be in the office, it could be at home, but it's not a real tangible effect. But it's still impacting on the body. So cortisol is released into the bloodstream. Adrenaline is released into the bloodstream. Blood flow is diverted into the legs and the arms, away from the digestive organs, to enable you to run. But you're not doing anything with all this. The blood flow is diverted from the front thinking brain into the hindbrain survival brain. And this is happening in the office or at home when you're doing the washing up because you've just had a row with your husband or whatever. So this mind-body reaction is happening to people almost every day. So bringing these three things together, we can use them to explain to our clients what's going on. But it can also help us to understand why so many people are now coming through our doors, because I think it's becoming more acceptable to see that mind-body interaction, and people are getting disappointed or feel unsupported by allopathic medicine and are looking for an alternative approach. And often when people come through our door, we're the last chance saloon, aren't we? It's like, I've tried everything else, let's try this. The NICE guidelines now say hypnotherapy helps with IBS. I don't know, I've been working with people with migraine, with tinnitus, people with cancer, boosting the immune system. So I just wanted to open this discussion out and think about what you're doing with clients that illustrates how the mind-body works and what we can do with our mind to help the body. Perhaps IBS, is anyone working with that?
IBS is obviously very common, and people aren't really sure where it starts, but clearly from what we just discussed, you can have a really key mind-body connection. I know there's been a lot of research, Manchester Hospital,
Yes,
has actually published information that actually said that whilst he was actually treating him with medicines, with the addition of hypnotherapy, he had 80% success rate in most of his clients, and that made a huge difference. And he's actually published scripts which have been used.
And what sort of things are you doing with that, would you say?
Probably give them up to sort of 12 sessions, and the sort of metaphor that he would use in terms of your digestive system is to help with its flow.
Right.
So you can imagine maybe it being blocked like a river being blocked,
yeah.
and then moving the obstacles of that river to make your digestion system work.
And you see, if you think that just visualising a lemon makes your mouth water, how visualising your digestive system working properly can have an impact there.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Anyone else done anything in the mind-body?
Yes, I do hypnobirthing, and that's very much mind and body for the pregnant woman. It's about releasing the baby, just letting it go, rather than contracting with fear, just relaxing, and then breathing the baby down and out.
That's interesting. Also, I've done work with breathing. If you tense up your muscles like that in your hands, your breathing becomes constricted. So again, around pain, if you're getting tense with it, you're actually making it worse. I think pain is something again that we work a lot with. So getting some visualising, say, media.
That's like holding on to it as well, isn't it? You're holding on to it.
Absolutely.
So to let go of it.
And breathing through it, and as you say, like the river, the flow, allowing the pain to flow through you, flow away from you. Yeah.
I think immune system as well. I work with cancer, for example, getting someone to boost their immune system, the function of that, using metaphors around that, like a heat-seeking drone looking for those cancer cells to latch onto them and destroy them, and that sort of thing can be quite useful for people to reinforce. Obviously, we're not saying don't use the pharmaceutical approach, but if we, as with this Manchester study, using hypnotherapy in conjunction can really enhance the efficacy of the treatments. And I think the amount of research out there now is getting bigger and bigger in support of how hypnotherapy can help.